Good morning, everyone. I want to take just a few minutes of your time today to talk with you about the pipe organ here at St. Mary. You may be surprised to hear that it is in dire need of repairs. Imagine the feeling of getting into an old car, 200,000, maybe 250,000 miles on the odometer. Every time you put your key in the ignition, you just don't know what lights might stay illuminated on your dashboard, maybe the new aromas you might smell, or maybe some sounds that you know you should be hearing. That is the exact way I feel every time I sit down to play this instrument, just not sure what's going to happen. The primary construction materials of a pipe organ are wood, metal, and leather, all of which need maintenance, repair, and sometimes replacement. As an organ gets to be the age ours is, which is 47 this year, these materials begin to fail. Pipes begin to bend and crumple, wood begins to warp, and the leather becomes brittle and full of holes. The effect of this aging that you cannot see from where you are, but you might hear, are notes that won't play, notes that won't play consistently, or sometimes notes that won't stop playing. You may not notice too many of these issues, I hope not, because Paul Ciccone and I work very hard to make this instrument sound the best we can, and we only use the parts that work, but that's actually less than half of the instrument. I'd like to give you just a few examples of some things that you may not realize are actually happening. You might recognize the beginning of this hymn tune. Sounds pretty good like that, but would you recognize it this way? The exact same notes in a different place of the organ. Another familiar melody you might recognize, Be Thou My Vision. It could also sound like this. Almost. And finally, the Alleluia that we have been using, you'll recognize as this. But if I play it on the chimes, it sounds like this. Hardly recognizable. We are very blessed here to have many instruments and many instrumentalists. All of these instruments give praise and glory to God and supplement the primary liturgical instrument that all of us possess, which is our voice. The organ, however, has been named the king of instruments and has a special role in liturgy. It is accorded pride of place due to its ability to sustain the singing of a large gathered assembly. The many possibilities of the organ help remind us of the immensity and magnificence of our loving God, a quote from Pope Benedict XVI. With all the possible tonalities an organ can create, it's actually like an orchestra that's housed in a keyboard instrument. Unfortunately, our current organ is lacking reliability, functionality, and offers very few tonal options compared to a working instrument of this size. I am very excited to say, however, that we have received several donations enabling us to take the necessary steps to ensure that St. Mary Church has a reliable and fully functional instrument. We are contracting with Shantz Pipe Organ Company from Orrville, Ohio, to rebuild and restore this organ. The components that can be saved, fixed, and reused will be, which is only about a third of what we currently have. And we will add new components, the other 2/3, that will create an instrument to support our congregational singing, accompany our choirs, cantors, and other instrumentalists, and ultimately enhance the daily worship of this community. To use another analogy appropriate for school going back into session, Our current instrument is like a box of crayons, but only 8. The new instrument will be like a box of 64 with the sharpener. As you can imagine, this will be a costly project, as a pipe organ is always a custom project when done well. We are estimating a cost of approximately $710,000. I do understand that it is expensive. However, if we do nothing, this organ will continue to deteriorate, and in about 5 years or so, there will be no organ left to play. Next weekend, in the bulletin on our website, you will find more information about this project. That will include a detailed synopsis of the problems, the remedies that are proposed, and the improvements that will be made to the organ. You will also find a listing of the steps taken thus far in this project, a timeline of the work, and ways that you can help. I am also happy after Mass today, I have some pictures of the inside of the organ if you'd be interested in seeing those, and I'm happy to discuss the project further with you or maybe answer some questions. We are incredibly grateful for those who have contributed already to our project, but our work is not yet finished. I ask that you consider assisting with the project, not only with a financial contribution if you are able, but most of all with your prayers. I'd like to offer a special thanks to Father Ken, Art Thompson, Jeff Ranier, and Paul Ciccone for their support and assistance in this endeavor. I am very excited to be a part of this project that will enrich our worship in St. Mary for decades to come. Thank you very much.
The Lord be with you.